Time to shine. Show that's the kind of state of mind you gotta combine with hard work and time. You gotta climb to the top. Don't let yourself drop till your heart stops. Let this beat rock. Got a new clock and a new stock for this new rock. Just let your mind loose from the new stock. Drunk off the goose, thinking that I'm too pop. Getting caught with a few thoughts cause I'm too lost. Off the speakers can't even handle me. Giving what I got, nobody's gonna drain my energy. And I will never stop, I'm motivated by enemies. Setting up shop so everybody remember me. And no, I am not going through life regretfully. I'd rather work non-stop, what they call incessantly, than work some more job just to live life pleasantly. Already got lost in my mind, not a fantasy. I'm getting with a forgotten soul, so stop, drop, and roll. You lost all control and pop off your balls. I got squat, I fold, I'm not bought, I'm sold. My stock rocks, it's gold. Hey, knock, knock, she holding shit, talk to close. I ain't stopping though, it's hip-hop, you know. Or is it rock and roll? I'm not dropping down, no, my pocket's grown. You can't stop the show, so get rockin' on. So let me break it all down for you. I ain't never giving up, I ain't never giving up. Taking that crown from you. I ain't worried about you. So let me break it all down for you.
We are live with episode 39 of Nemesis, the last stop before Supremacy. As we have the finals of the Supremacy Cup coming up later tonight. But I'm Alexander Shaw. I'm joined by the chairman of the CWL, and we are starting things off hot here tonight, Chairman, as we have a Titan Clash rematch as Cairo goes up against Chris Edwards, and these two have been going to war for months now.
Honestly, you're not wrong. It has been months, actually, and it's been Chris Edwards kind of just poking at the entire backroom dealings. This started as I'm better than you, basically, and has evolved much higher than that, much bigger than that, and now we're going to get a rematch. I'm excited for this. Cairo and Chris Edwards are about to mix it up, and you know that Cairo is thinking about Bobby Slam as he comes out here for this matchup.
The opening match of Nemesis is set for one fall. Introducing first, representing Backroom Dealings, weighing 229 pounds, from New York City, Cairo.
And we see Cairo sporting the armband, saying Bobby Slam. Of course, on behalf of everyone here at CWL, we hope Bobby Slam has a swift and safe recovery as he's currently in the hospital. But back to the matter at hand, you see Cairo having that armband as a reminder of what Chris Edwards did to Bobby Slam. And I think, you know, Cairo, he's going for more than just revenge here tonight. If there's something further beyond from revenge than redemption, that is what Cairo is looking for here. He might be looking to put Chris Edwards right in the hospital next to him.
You know, as despicable as the backroom dealings can be, they are a brotherhood first and foremost. And when one of their own falls, then everybody else kind of just stands up by his side. So this is just a show of solidarity here.
And his opponent, Chris Edwards.
And speaking of solidarity, I think everybody here and almost every single CWL fan as a whole stands in solidarity, knowing that Chris Edwards is by far one of the most solo despicable people that we have here in the CWL.
Yeah, and I mean, you see him going on Twitter trying to play the victim, trying to be like, oh, why is everyone getting up on me, man? Meanwhile, he has Bobby Slam in the hospital. It's not known how long it'll take for him to walk again. He made his debut, well, not his debut, but he made his first splash on Nemesis by stealing the Nemesis World title and stealing Conor Gates' moment as world champion. And then he tried to blow up Dr. Wrestling Jr. This man has done nothing to endear himself to anyone. At this point, he's become almost a liability to the roster.
I mean, you're not wrong. I always try and give every competitor the benefit of the doubt as far as, you know, just as a whole, because I know this can be a very, very competitive sport, and I know it can be a very competitive setting. But when you're trying to purposefully injure other people, that's when you're crossing the line.
As here we see Cairo immediately opening up with the Michinoku driver, looking to embarrass Chris Edwards here with an early win. But Cairo not quite able to get it yet. When these two fought at Titan Clash, Chris Edwards was able to get the better of Cairo. I think Cairo, he's looking to come in here tonight a lot more fired up than he was at Titan Clash. As he dodges the spear. Gets caught though with the little kick to the knee, and now the punch is being rained down, back elbow, and drops Chris Edwards.
Look at this here. Chris Edwards managed to catch Cairo, gets the jawbreaker, and a back elbow almost from out of nowhere connects to the jaw of Cairo as now Chris Edwards gets him back up, and now a combination of kicks and strikes. Honestly, it seems that Chris Edwards seems to have Cairo's number as of late.
Yeah, and that's the thing. That's what's going to be interesting to see. Has Cairo learned at all from their last encounter? As right now, it's been very back and forth in the early goings, but Chris Edwards is beginning to get on a bit of a roll.
And that's honestly what you want to see from these competitors. You got to get on a roll, and you can't let go at all of that momentum. But Chris Edwards there managed to catch, Cairo managed to catch Chris Edwards with that swinging neck breaker. Now Cairo goes up top, and look at that, a beautiful diving elbow drop.
Into the cover now, only a 2 count off the elbow though. As now, oh wait, misses the knee, does Cairo, and a spear takes him to the ground. And that'll knock the wind right out of you. As Cairo gets out of the single leg Boston Crab, and a knee to the back of Chris Edwards takes him down.
Now Cairo, what do you think Cairo needs to change from his game plan coming into this matchup? Oh, hold on. Normally Cairo goes for that rolling super kick, and then he ends the matchup there. But this time he opts to go for something completely different and not go for the pinfall. But that may have actually given Chris Edwards the opportunity to come back.
Oh, we see that spinning heel kick there. As we go into the cover, does Chris Edwards, that could be enough. Cairo might be knocked out. And Chris Edwards, with that knockout spinning heel kick, picks up the win.
That came out from literally out of nowhere.
I don't know what to say. I mean, it seems Chris Edwards has the number of Cairo. And tonight we saw just that.
The winner of the match, Chris Edwards.
Well, Chris Edwards picking up a huge win here as second against Cairo, and that has got to give Chris Edwards some momentum going into the Battle for Supremacy coming up in just 7 days' time.
Absolutely. Everybody is looking towards Russia. Everybody is looking towards the Battle for Supremacy. And I'm very excited to see what everybody does to try and get that main event, or not the main event, that title match. But hold on. That's BMS attacking John Spartacus in the backstage area. We know that they have a match coming up at Supremacy.
And just assaulting Big Johnny Sparta here is BMS in the backstage area. neither of these two were scheduled to compete tonight. BMS especially not, and this is just a low attack from BMS.
I mean, what else do you expect from him? That's exactly his game plan. That's exactly his playbook. It doesn't surprise me at all.
Well, speaking of surprises, the last time Connor Gates faced Johnny Gemini one-on-one, it was a surprise match. It was a surprise opponent. He wasn't ready for it, and Johnny Gemini took advantage of that and picked up the win. Now, we get to see what happens when both men are ready to rumble here tonight. As Connor Gates and Johnny Gemini go one-on-one one more time.
The following match is set for 1 fall. Introducing first, weighing 210 pounds, from Dudley, England, Connor Gates.
As Connor Gates makes his way down to the ring, and you've got to feel he's definitely got his eyes on getting back his Nemesis World Championship, and winning the Battle for Supremacy would be it'd be a good way to start. Let's just say that.
It is your first opportunity to not only get a championship match, but actually be at Endgame. Because at that point, you can pick any championship. Hell, he could go to Vindication and challenge for their championships.
And his opponent, weighing 205 pounds, from Minneapolis, Minnesota, Johnny Gemini.
As here comes a man who has been impressing ever since he came up to Nemesis, Johnny Gemini. Looking to prove that win against Connor Gates wasn't just a fluke. It wasn't just having the, element of surprise. He has shown he is a good competitor, but as of late, he sort of faltered in terms of the big match situation. We saw that when he went up for that Twitch title match with TJ Black and came up short.
Maybe you're right, he did come up short, but he wasn't at 100%. A lot of doctors told him to not be there in Greece at Titan Clash, and he showed up anyways. So, something that I'm very interested in seeing maybe develop in the future is a Johnny Gemini TJ Black rematch one-on-one with no injuries.
As this one gets underway here, Connor Gates immediately firing things off. As he is not looking to get upset once again by Johnny Gemini here.
You're right. It was an upset the first time, but I think it was more of an upset because we didn't even know Johnny Gemini was going to be there. It was more the element of surprise that we got from Johnny Gemini. So maybe it was that. If Connor Gates manages to win here, then, it kind of puts a wrench into everything that we believed about Johnny Gemini for so long, I believe.
As right now, Connor Gates just in firm control of the early goings, but Johnny Gemini gets himself an opening here. As now, went for a big forearm there, misjudged the distance, did Connor.
And now look at this, Johnny Gemini just standing over Connor, waiting for him to get up so he connect with that chop, but Connor Gates able to come right back.
Able to come right back and is back in control. And like we said, Johnny Gemini has been on a bit of a slump as of late, whereas Connor Gates has continued to rise as he rises Johnny Gemini up and drops him right down with the Brain Buster.
Very smart to roll out of the ring there was Johnny Gemini because you can't get a fall on the outside. And maybe all that damage was neutralized as now Johnny Gemini is getting his bearings back.
That could very well be it. As now Gemini rolls into the ring. And Connor Gates taking advantage of his closeness to the ropes. Now running inside. He turns him around. Knee breaker into the back suplex.
And look at that, now going right into the pinfall one. But no, Johnny Gemini able to kick out.
Johnny Gemini, here's the thing. Say what you will about, his recent slumps, his win-loss record, what have you. Here's one of the toughest men on Nemesis, bar none. And we're seeing that here tonight, but is that going to be enough to beat someone like Connor Gates, who is equally, if not tougher, than Johnny Gemini?
Well, look at that beautiful spine buster right there by Gemini. I think, I don't know, I want to see something different from Connor Gates here that we haven't seen from him before. I think that's how he's going to take down Johnny Gemini, but hold on. I may have spoken too soon as he's got him up and connects with the Code Bled.
The Code Bled connects, and that, it might just be it, as Connor Gates proves that he is ready for the battle for supremacy, and he is ready to get back his Nemesis World title.
The winner of the match, Connor Gates.
Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Connor Gates, the former Nemesis champion. Maybe not a fluke, but he was definitely caught by surprise the first time. This time, though, an absolute statement sent by the former champion.
Absolutely. And like I said, the battle for supremacy is coming up, and you've got to feel Connor Gates is a name on everyone's mind.
But we're talking about the battle for supremacy. What about the Supremacy Cup? We already know who our winner was from Vindication. It is going to be Marilyn Benson going to the finals next week. But now, Sheila has an opportunity to basically eliminate Valkyrie from the entire contention, or Valkyrie can win, and then she's going to pay even closer attention to the main event tonight.
If Valkyrie wins, then she stays alive. If Sheila wins, then we have an opportunity for Harley Quinn to confirm her victory by just simply winning her match tonight.
The following match is set for 1 fall and is part of the Supremacy Cup. Introducing first, weighing 254 pounds, from Winnipeg, Manitoba, Sheila.
Now, Alex, have you talked to Sheila as of late?
I try and, ever since the incident with Chris Princess, I've kind of tried to stay away from a lot of people in the back, if I'm being honest, and Sheila has definitely been up there on the list of people to maybe stay away from.
It's, how do I explain it? It's been interesting. She's starting to walk around everywhere with a doll. And apparently she's got a whole family of dolls. And I don't know if you got to catch our recap this week or not, but allegedly, she actually took a doll with her backstage and started choking it. And then whenever somebody caught her, she kind of just laughed it off and said, "Oh, she's just sleeping." Like, how scary is that, honestly? Like, hearing it for the first time, how scary is that?
That does seem, as the kids these days say, messed up in a lot of ways. First of all, I don't think dolls can sleep. And I think it's going to show that Sheila has become very deranged ever since coming to Nemesis.
You know, I've seen enough horror movies to know not to mess with dolls, so...
You're telling me.
And her opponent, weighing 121 pounds, from Helsinki, Finland, Valkyrie.
And here's the woman with everything to gain here in this match, but also everything to lose. As a victory here, she's guaranteed to at least still have a chance of winning. If she loses, however, it's all over.
And, you know, that kind of pressure to be here after so many weeks of competition. This is why the Supremacy Cup is one of the toughest challenges that we offer in the CWL. Because, I mean, it's one thing to be physically impressive. It's one thing to be, you know, on a rise or whatever. It's a complete other thing to have this much on the line, that it really tests your mentality. It really tests your mettle. And we're about to find out what Valkyrie's made of.
And I mean, you know, you talk about how this is one of the more ultimate tests. I mean, Valkyrie so far is 3-1. And that's not 3-1 against, you know, some, you know, randos. This is 3-1 against some of the best that Nemesis has to offer.
They were chosen. They were chosen to be in the block for a reason. So you're right. Some of the best.
And it's also why when you see someone like Sheila who hasn't as good of luck, like in a way it sort of makes sense because, yeah, you're going up against the best. You aren't expected to win every time when you're facing the most elite talent possible. As now Sheila is in control right now of the early goings of this match. But Valkyrie doing her best to... Oh, and showing a little bit of disrespect there to Sheila.
How smart is that to go against somebody almost double, maybe triple your size, and for you to just slap them in the face?
I mean, it's certainly a strategy. I don't know how it'll work out. As Sheila now starts to take control of this match. And we see we've got Valkyrie in the corner and a huge boot, nearly taking the head off of Valkyrie. Only a 1 count though, thus far.
And now Sheila is sending Valkyrie into the corner. You know, do you think maybe, just maybe, Sheila sees one of her dolls in front of her right now and she's going to just start doing the things that we talked about earlier?
Well, if that is true, that is quite the disturbing outcome for Valkyrie, as unlike dolls, Valkyrie could very easily be put to sleep. And Sheila, I think, might be looking to do just that as she drops Valkyrie on her neck there with that neck breaker.
And look at that, relentless punches to the back of the head as she continues to just slam Valkyrie's face to the middle of the ring. But hold on, look at that, Valkyrie able to swing Sheila around with that dragon screw.
Yeah, so far trying to just chop down the bigger woman, and she does just that with those strikes. But only a 2 count to get out of it.
Valkyrie now, oh, she tried to get Sheila back up to her feet, but Sheila used her superior strength to just do the big back body drop. But Valkyrie, the jawbreaker, able to get back in this and hold on. Look at this, the Valkyrie DDT.
Connecting. And now Valkyrie, though, not able to get the win. We've seen that DDT maybe not be as effective as it normally is for Valkyrie in recent weeks. You've got to wonder if, you know, you've got to go through the mind of Valkyrie. She does not want it to fail her now at the finish line.
Oh, hold on. Sheila, this is how she won her match against Quinn Edwards last week. And
Valkyrie's out! Valkyrie is eliminated from the Supremacy Cup. She is out. Gone. Kaput. She is asleep. And Sheila has just thrown this all into disarray.
I am speechless. That was the win that Sheila's been looking for weeks now. If there was a signature win, if there's anything to be a signature win, it was that right there for Sheila.
The winner of the match, Sheila.
Well, congratulations to Sheila as she started 0-3 and now she finishes this cup 2-3. And unfortunately, that means that she doesn't get to go to the Supremacy Cup finals, but she did literally just crush somebody's hopes and dreams of doing so.
Which I think for someone like Sheila is just as good as a win any day.
Absolutely.
I mean, she seems like the type of person that does enjoy crushing the hopes and dreams of many. And speaking of hopes and dreams, Raymondo is someone who, as of late, has received a new dream, a new hope of winning the Nemesis world title, as he'll be a part of a winner-takes-all 6-man tag match at Supremacy in 7 days' time.
You know, it worked for Starjammer on Vindication, getting the hired gun of Pistolero to capture that championship. Raymondo's been touting that he's the higher gun.
The following match is set for one fall. Introducing first, representing the Fatal Vices, from Derrickton, Raymondonia, the sin of gluttony, Raymondo.
Raymondo making his way down to the ring here, and you talk about enigmatic competitors. And you've got to feel that Raymondo is staying near the top of that list. I mean, there's no one in the world, much less CWL, that is anything like this man.
I mean, you call him enigmatic. I don't think there's even a word to describe him. What's a bigger word than enigmatic?
I mean, enigmatic's pretty big. I guess supercalifragilisticexpialidocious is bigger.
There you go. That's
I'm
him.
not sure if that applies.
That's him.
And his opponent, weighing 225 pounds, from San Jose, USA. Your Nemesis heavyweight champion, Alex Perez.
And here's a man who has had maybe not the best run of things since returning. Losing to Jake Eagle in his sort of return match, we know he's still got some nagging injuries that he's picked up this season. Will that come into play in terms of his performance at Supremacy? You've got to feel it will.
You're never at 100% anytime you're in this business. That is what I've heard. That is what I've learned, having done this for over half a decade now. And to be honest, the fact that it just goes to show how tough this guy is when he's been in this company for over 200 weeks now, or 200 episodes, and he's still coming out strong. He is still coming out fighting, and he's still taking on all comers. He's the one that laid down the challenge to you know, we're going to do the title match, but then Raymondo one-upped it by saying they were going to do winner take all. And now next week may be the most insane stipulation that we have ever had as a whole in the CWL. And Alex Perez, instead of saying, no, I'm not going to do that, he's like, let's do it. I'll take it. That's, I think that's kind of silly.
I mean, it shows a fighting champion, but you mentioned insane. I think that's the only word that could do justice to someone quite like Raymondo. I mean, the man fought through space and time at Endgame. The man's best friend used to be a gorilla that controlled the space-time continuum. He is a president of a country that until I signed here at CWL, I'd never heard of. This man is, there's no other way to describe him, as chaotic. He is the one and only Raymondo.
I can't disagree, if I'm being honest. I can't disagree. And now he is on the doorstep of the biggest accolade, one of the biggest accolades that we have here on Nemesis. And all he has to do is be the one that pins anybody in that winner-take-all match. Because remember, it is the person that gets the winning fall from the Starjammer LLC side, where they get the Nemesis World Championship.
And thing is, Perez doesn't even have to be pinned to lose his title.
Exactly.
If Jacob Nitro gets pinned, then guess what, Perez? You're no longer champ. Sucks to suck, buddy. Like, that's
a lot of trust.
Yeah. Especially considering, if you remember, the Disciples, it was just last year that we saw them break up, and now they're all working together again.
Well, regardless, we got Raymondo here taking the fight to the champion. The referee is up to a 3 count. And don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, we have a 20 count here in the CWL as both men get right back inside the ring. But hold on, I think we're going to see it for the first time, the Dragon Rush.
And that's one where it's not probably going to be a one and done, but it's definitely going to be a 1, 2, maybe a 3 there. But it's one of those moves that he just likes to hit as many times as possible and just wear down his opponent. I think we're going to see another one right here.
If 1 doesn't do the trick, then 2 definitely will, as the second Dragon Rush connects right there. And that's going to be all she wrote for Raymondo as the 2 count.
Like I said, it's going to take more than just a little bit. And now we see the Dragon Sleeper. That could be enough there, as he's got it locked in on Raymondo, looking to make Raymondo tap out here. Dragon Sleeper locked in on Raymondo. The knees to the head, able to escape. And now goes to take out the knees, not quite able to get it. Catches the kick from Alex Perez and takes him out with the Dragon Screw leg whip. Now, elbows to the gut of Raymondo. Kick to the gut, sends him into the corner. And Perez walking in the Dragon Sleeper. Oh, it's never mind, going for the reverse DDT. Perez is all over Raymondo right now like white on rice. And this does not bode well for the Fujiwara firefighter.
I am actually kind of speechless right now by the amount of fight that Raymondo is showing. And that's not to say that he's a bad competitor at all, but the level that he's been performing at lately is amazing. Has the Fujiwara armbar.
Oh, but Perez able to roll his way out of it. And a layered in the corner. He knows that now that Raymondo, he's starting to get a bit of a roll here with that Fujiwara armbar. He cannot afford to get locked in that again, or else he might not be able to escape.
2 count right here for the champion, but Raymondo able to kick out. And again, the amount of fight that all these men are showing, it goes to show that literally Raymondo could be truly the next champion. As hold on here, Raymondo, he's got Alex Perez up. Are we going to see it here? The Pork Fat Express. It has connected, going right into the pinfall. Has Raymondo just being the Nemesis World Champion? Oh my God.
And if we see that exact same visual in just 7 days, Chairman, Raymondo is the world champ.
The winner of the match, Raymondo.
I am absolutely flabbergasted right now over the fact that Raymondo just defeated the world champion. And you're right, if we see that happen at Supremacy, that's it. Raymondo's the champ.
Yeah. Which, has Raymondo pulled off the coup of the century?
I'm going to make this simple. I want a match with Zach Anderson. Zach attacked me. The last person to do that was Chris Edwards. We all saw what happened there. I need to do this. I may have faced Zach before, a few weeks ago even, but that didn't bring the same aggression. I need this match on the biggest stage I can get. I need this match at Supremacy, and I will show Zach Anderson what happens when you mess with the Doctor.
Well, looks like we've got another match confirmed for Supremacy. Zach Anderson versus Dr. Wesley Jr. once more. But a conflicted Alex Clark will be at ringside. As now we move on from one member of the Fatal Vices in Raymondo to another, in Jake Eagle, as he goes up against TJ Black for the Twitch title, which TJ has had a death grip on. He has been the Twitch title division all season long. And now Jake Eagle, he gets a shot by virtue of he's the one who beat Alex Perez in his match back. Could Jake Eagle be the answer to the question that is TJ Black?
I'm excited for this matchup here, Alex. It is going to be a true test to see how good Jake Eagle is, because I mean, not for nothing, Jake Eagle has had an incredible run this year. I think he's only lost one singles match, if I'm not mistaken. He's been a tag team champion with the American Dreamboats, Matthew Ramirez's tag team partner. And I mean, Jake Eagle has kind of had a sleeper banger of a season.
Yeah, he's been one of those guys that, like, he's sort of, like, you refer to them as like a hidden boss, in a sense, where they aren't someone who's necessarily on the radar of the top guys, but you can get caught slipping against. And TJ Black, if he's not careful, he could get caught slipping.
But, I don't think you're gonna catch TJ Black like that. There's been a different side. There's been a different edge to TJ Black ever since he returned after Endgame 3. It has been an insanely, methodical and tactical even approach from TJ Black. There's a reason why we used to have a Twitch title curse where no champion could defend that belt, and now it's become synonymous with TJ Black as of this season.
Yeah, and like I said, he has been the Twitch title division, and that's not through lack of challengers. That's through a show of dominance. Johnny Gemini, Samuel Black, Ryan Quinn, Drake Harrison, all beaten back and turned away. Will Jake Eagle join that list as TJ Black goes to make his entrance here?
He's going to make Jake Eagle wait. This is all mind games from TJ Black. The people pay to see him, and he is, quite frankly, I think, one of our top champions at the moment right now.
As we see him here, the loaded gun, the self-proclaimed double champion.
Yeah, let's not talk about that.
Well, I mean, I'm just listing off nicknames here as TJ Black makes his way down to the ring, and these two fought once before in Japan. TJ Black came out the better in that match, but that was then. This is now. Both these men are on a roll, but you've got to feel that TJ Black right now is just on another level. You talked about how he's been one of the best in the company right now. I think you could make the argument that TJ Black has been the best wrestler bell to bell out of anyone on either roster this year. He has been so dominant in the ring. No one has gotten out of that sleeper hold just yet.
And to put this in perspective to all of our viewers, we have Edward Bronson on Vindication with a very similar take on a deadly submission, and yet there are people that have actually broken out of it. No one has even slipped out. No one has even been able to escape, survive, nothing. Once that sleeper hold is in, TJ Black, that's a win. Literally, the second it's locked in, it's over.
I mean, yeah, you hear me call it every time. Once he locks in, I just say it's over, ring the bell, because, like I said, TJ Black is the question with that sleeper hold, and so far no one has had the answer. Drake Harrison thought he had the answer, and then he didn't.
But now the question is, do you think Jake Eagle is going to figure it out?
I'm not going to say it's impossible, but I don't know. It doesn't seem likely. If I'm a betting boy, I'm putting the money on TJ Black.
The following match is set for one fall, and it's for the Twitch Championship. Introducing first, the challenger, representing Fatal Vices, weighing 205 pounds, from the nation's capital, Washington, D.C., the Sin of Envy, Jake Eagle. And your champion, weighing 215 pounds, from Salt Lake City, Utah, your Twitch champion, the Loaded Gun, TJ Black.
Well, here we go. TJ Black is handing off that championship for quite possibly the final time. And, you know, I think we're in for one hell of a match here.
I mean, there's a weird energy in the audience right now. Because no one really knows how this one's going to turn out. But this is sure to be quite the interesting contest, to say the least. TJ Black strikes and sleeper hold versus the technical ability of Jake Eagle.
You know, Jake Eagle has a pretty wide arsenal of maneuvers that he himself can employ to get a tap-out victory. And, I mean, not to say that TJ Black is not able to lose. We saw him get defeated by Drake Harrison earlier in the season, but then he came back stronger and reclaimed that Twitch championship. So, you know, it's not impossible. It's not impossible.
It's certainly not impossible. I mean, like I said, Drake Harrison was able to beat him before, but that was with a bit of an element of surprise to it, with Rex showing up. Now, it's TJ Black versus Jake Eagle. There's no element of surprise. Unless he goes to the cover here. Not even a 1 count just yet.
The referee was trying to ensure that the shoulders were down, but TJ Black able to answer back. Look at that. The high knee may have actually knocked out Jake Eagle. TJ Black not going for a pinfall, though. Instead, continuing the assault with those punches raining down on the side of the face.
Yeah, and just... I think he's maybe looking to open up Jake Eagle here, get some blood flowing, as now targeting the arm, getting it loosened up here, maybe looking to break it in half. As we know, he uses that pyramid scheme, that triangle arm bar. It could be the difference maker in this match, as a lot of Jake Eagle's submission moves require him to have a lot of grip. If his arms are hurt, he can't really hold on that well.
And now look at this. Jake Eagle showing his technical prowess, not only able to escape out of TJ Black's submission holds, but now continuing to do the neck crank right there. And look at that, going for the pinfall. Very, very smart to expend the energy. Kicking out of stuff like that takes a lot more energy out of you than it looks like. There's a drill that you practice when you're training to be a professional wrestler, where it's just continuous kickouts over and over again. I dare anybody to do that and tell me that kicking out isn't hard.
Yeah, I think TJ Black knows that better than anyone. He's been known to kick out of almost anything that people have been able to throw at him. But Jake Eagle, maybe he's not going for a pinfall victory. You've got to feel he's looking to make TJ Black submit.
No, Jake Eagle just drives the head of the champion into the corner over and over and over again. TJ Black seems to be dazed as he falls into the center of the ring, but able to get right back. But look at this! The pyramid scheme from out of nowhere!
Pyramid scheme locked in on that hurt arm of Jake Eagle, looking to get the tap-out victory here. Oh, but Eagle stacking him up here and just trying to punch his way out of it, and TJ's forced to break the grip.
That was one of his opportunities there to finish the matchup, but Jake Eagle was able to escape out of it. Again, his technical prowess is going to be put to the test here, as now TJ Black once again gets sent to the center of the ring.
Went for a big right hand, not quite able to land it. Superplex position. TJ knee to the head. turns him around. It's over. Sleeper hold locked in. Jake Eagle might just be about to pass out, and it's done. It is done. TJ Black retains once again. The sleeper hold is unbeatable. I asked you, Chairman. The sleeper hold is the question. Who has the answer?
The winner of the match and still your Twitch champion, the loaded gun, TJ Black.
Another victim added to the list as the Twitch Championship remains across the shoulder of TJ Black. But can you imagine if the Battle for Supremacy winner takes on TJ Black? They choose him as the target.
That's a very real possibility, as now we see Selena Adams coming down to the ring, and she said she was looking to provide a bit of an update on her health as she's still recovering from that car accident, but also the gold in the bank briefcase. Wait, I know that music! Wait, Chairman, did you know about this?
I have goosebumps right now. I don't know what's going on. She can't be here, can she?
We haven't seen her in over a year! Scout McKenzie is back! I'm speechless! Scout McKenzie is back on the Nemesis brand! After a year! It has been a year since we saw her at last year's Supremacy, coming up short against Harley Quinn. For the Nemesis Women's Title, we have not seen her at a CWL ring since. And now she is heading down to the ring, right towards Selena Adams, a woman who those two have had a very tumultuous history. As we see Scout entering the ring, Selena, you gotta wonder if these two see each other as friend or foe. And the pupil and the trainer are back together. I'm speechless, Chairman. What the hell did just happen?
I am honestly just as in shock as you are. I didn't expect Scout McKenzie to be here. Like you said, we haven't seen her in a year.
And now we have coming up the woman who beat her in the last match we saw for Harley Quinn, looking to go 2 for 2 in the Supremacy Cup, qualifying again. This time, though, versus Cassie Clark, the woman who beat her earlier in the season to end her women's title reign. Cassidy, undefeated. Holly, 1 loss. It's all to play for in the Cup right now.
The following match is the main event on Nemesis and is set for 1 fall and is also part of the Supremacy Cup. Introducing first, representing Kingsman, weighing 155 pounds, from London, England, Cassidy Clark.
You know, the main thing we've been talking about this whole time is pressure. But I don't think there's as much pressure as on anybody else than it is on Cassidy Clark. She's 4-0 currently. And now, due to everything that's happened in the Cup, it all comes down to this rematch.
And her opponent, weighing 140 pounds, from Pearl River, Mississippi, Holly Queen.
You know, they say history is doomed to repeat itself, time and time again. Let's look back to Season 2, Holly Queen. In the Nemesis Finals against Rosa Washington. Holly Queen going in 4-0, Rosa Washington 3-1. And Rosa Washington failed to beat Holly Queen. Now it is Holly Queen going in 3-1 against the 4-0 Cassidy Clark. Will Holly Queen falter like Rosa did, or will she break the bonds of history as Cassidy Clark immediately breaks it off with the crucifix?
Now the big advantage that Cassidy Clark has over Holly Queen is the fact that Cassidy Clark has already defeated Holly Queen, as you mentioned earlier, and that was for the women's championship. Now you're here trying to get up to even have a chance to challenge for a championship, but it doesn't matter because this tournament has been much tougher than just getting a championship opportunity at an event.
Yeah, and another thing, we want to talk about history repeating itself. Here we have Cassidy Clark on another undefeated streak going up against Holly Queen. Very similar to their title match. This time, can Holly Queen do what she couldn't at Gold in the Bank and beat Cassidy Clark and break the undefeated streak?
There's a lot of stories to tell about this matchup here, and both these women know what's on the line. Let's look at that. A big roundhouse kick was just dodged by Cassidy Clark, and then she connects with a back suplex. We normally don't see Holly Queen go for stuff like that.
We don't. As now, this is what we see in Holly Queen's wheelhouse, targeting the arm, wearing down Cassidy Clark. And this is going to be a battle of two submission users where it could very well be whoever gets that first advantage, that first locked-in submission, could be the one to win it all.
And now it looks here like Holly Queen is just trying to stretch the arms out. Very smart idea because, yeah, you're right. They both have the Black Widow submissions in their arsenals. But if Holly Queen is able to stretch out the arms of Cassidy Clark, Cassidy Clark could very well not lock in that Black Widow herself.
I mean, I think both of them definitely do have options, as we see her going for another cover here, 2 minutes deep. Like, we obviously have the Blessing in Disguise and the Queen's Crown, both in their arsenals. And in terms of Cassidy Clark, stuff like the Devil's Lullaby or the Nightfall and Holly Queen, you know, the Queen's Crown or the Royal Armbreaker, they both have a lot of options. It's just going to be a matter of which options they choose and which ones will be effective here as Holly Queen picks up Cassidy Clark. And here we go. The Royal Stretch is locked in as Cassidy Clark now is writhing in pain in this submission hold.
She needs to stay afloat, though. She can't tap out here or else is going to be it. But, Cassidy Clark able to escape the hold.
As now Cassidy sends her into the corner. Goes for the big hip attack, misses it. And there we see it. The Queen's Crown connecting to win the cup. Holly Queen hooks the leg to win it all. And Holly Queen picks up the win.
We are going to see Holly Queen go up against Marilyn Benson in the finals in just 1 week. And what a tournament this was. But the finals to crown a new Supremacy Cup winner and for them to get a championship match at Endgame. We're very close here. We're very, very close. And what a match that's going to be.
The winner of the main event, Holly Queen.
As Holly Queen gets a chance to win a second Supremacy Cup, we now bid you a very farewell adieu, as we will see you next time for Supremacy in just 7 days. I've been Alexander Shaw, he's been the chairman, and we're out of time.